Too much cleavage for an art show.
Shut up, Sace. You're just jealous that your boobs aren't this big. What is up, my fellow paint slayers? I'm coming back at you for another segment of how to mix that color.
You have a little like up on top there. Can you see that? It's this right here. That's what I'm talking about. That right there.
You're supposed to fix that before we go on, Sace.
That's better.
Sace, it's in my face now, you jackass. Okay. Fix it, Sace! I hate you. Seriously, I totally hate you. It's true. Hashtag Sace is an ass hat. Hashtag Sace is a total ass hat.
I don't
really know what my hair did today, but I don't need your help with it, Sace. Back to the situation at hand. So, Kayla sent me an email and said, hey Rio, I am supposed to paint some succulents and I need help with these colors. Can you tell me in the email how to mix these colors? Well, I figured it would be a lot easier for her to learn how to mix the color if I just showed you right here. So that's what we're doing today. So we're taking these ugly colors and we're gonna make these beautiful colors. So we've got some lovely blushy colors here, some really high value greens, and then a gray. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to this color first here. We're gonna do that by using Venetian red. Now, Kayla told me that she uses Amsterdam paint too, so we're gonna stick with Amsterdam here. For one, you guys, this paint is really, really affordable, and it's really easy to mix, and the colors work really well together. So I just kind of like it.
I don't think
for
we've
ease
ever
of
had
use.
any issues with it.
Never. I've not had any issues with it. I love this paint, and they don't endorse me. It's not sponsored. They've never even sent me anything except a high five on Instagram. So, not kidding.
We're bonding.
So, anyway, I'm just gonna touch that right there. Chase, can you see what I've done there?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this color is way more intense than the color we're going for here. So we need to bring it down. Now, Kayla said she feels like she needs to add grays to all of these colors.
Can I voice my dumb input?
Yeah, what's your input? What do you think?
It looks to me like you would mix in a little bit of either this gray or this dark green with this.
Yeah, but first we gotta get to these, right?
But first you gotta get to those. So why would you start with that color if you have to make those other colors?
It's just the point I was making. So this is Prussian blue. Let's talk about gray. First of all, I know a lot of you
all grays are the same.
All grays are not the same, Sace. All grays are not the same. Gray comes in every color of the rainbow, just like everything else. So I don't know if Chase has shown you the table, but I do not have one bit of black on this table at all because I'm not going to use black to make gray. I typically never use black to make gray.
As she puts black on
Nope,
the table.
that's Prussian blue. And I can prove it to you, look.
Okay.
See that?
It's black on my camera.
Prussian blue, Payne's gray. Now, Payne's gray is a little bit different in every single brand. In Golden, it's got blue in it. This one here is a little more to the actual gray side, so we'll just see what we're doing here. And I'm going to use Titan Buff Deep. Because titanium white's going to be entirely too intense. These colors are low intensity already. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this Prussian and I'm going to put it in there. I know what you're thinking. There's no way that's the right color, Rio. I'm going to take a little bit of that Payne's gray. I'm going to put that in there. Go. Look what's happening. Now I obviously haven't mixed enough of this, but I'm just playing in this paint right now just to get an idea of where we are. That Prussian blue is really, really intense. So if I put this on here, you're gonna see that we're still way too to the blue side. So I'm gonna come over here and grab a little bit of the permanent blue violet. I'm gonna squeeze some of that out right there. Touch that. Gonna add some of that Venetian rose in there. There it is. Okay.
Wow. How do you do it?
Well, it needed to be, it was still a little too blue. It needed to have a little more red in it. So I put a little bit of the Venetian rose in there and I got to the exact color. So now we have the challenge of actually making quite a bit of this. So we're gonna scoop that over. I'm gonna grab a scoop of this. And you notice that I put this out and I didn't mix it yet. I just am using straight out of the tube with the Venetian to get to the color that we need here. A little bit of that blue, tiny bit of that purple, and a little bit of that Payne's gray. See, not one time did I use black. Now, mixing a lot of this, I'm probably gonna have to work this over a couple of times to get to the right color. But at least we know the color combination to get to it. Again, this is another reason why I always recommend when you're starting out, this is just a great line of paint to start with, and it's very affordable, and you can get any color. I've yet to encounter a color that I couldn't mix with the Amsterdam line. Now that means I have all of their colors. See, look at that, right on the first time. And that looks a little bit higher value right now, but it's gonna dry darker, and that's the exact color.
So talented.
So there is your gray. No idea if those were the colors that you would have figured was gonna be in there, but there's your gray. The next color we're gonna mess with is, let's go to this green here. Now, I think that green is a base of olive green deep. Now, if I was using Liquitex or if I was using golden, I would start with a base of chrome green because it's a very low intensity green, but we'll see if this green will get to that.
You're trying to make a maroon, right?
No. Okay, so I mixed up a big pile of this gray because this gray is going to be important to all of these colors. So let me just show you why. So this, if I take this olive green deep and I just use the Titan Buff Deep in there and I mix it all around.
You get this lovely shade of blue.
Well, do you see that it's a much higher value? In order to get this exact shade, you're going to have to take some of this, just a tiny bit of this, just a bead of this paint, this gray that we've mixed up, and put it in this green mixture here. And that starts to bring it down. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Less is more. Use less, just use a small amount at a time and keep working it until you get it to the right color.
Or for $19.95, you can hire Rio to make your own, make the colors for you. Right, Rio?
I'm not sure that's enough. That could be a great infomercial, Sace. You know, people buy crazy things late at night.
Well, see, once they call, then they're gonna find out that it's like 6 monthly payments.
Yes, and there's a subscription that they're gonna have hell canceling, and right, all that jazz.
The first payment's $19.95. The next 5 or for that month are like, you know, 4,000 or whatever, something ridiculous.
I just added some of that Venetian into this.
Now it looks pink. It's a greenish pink.
Now it looks exactly like the color we're going for. So, did you see that?
I still think you don't have any idea what you're doing, but okay.
So there's your green.
Everyone give Rio a pat on the back, because that's what she's asking for here.
Oh, Sace. Your sarcasm. So there's your green. Your darker green.
Your Venetian rose green.
Kind of. So now we're going to cut some of this green.
With a line.
And go a little bit higher value by adding some of this Titan Buff Deep here.
See, this is why Rio does that, because I would have suggested throwing dollar bills at it to raise the value. That's why I'm back here and not up front. Plus, I make you look bad.
Yeah, when you make an egg yolk pour. Okay, now.
Hey, according to the comments, I won that one, so.
Yeah, well.
You're just upset that I'm better than you.
Oh.
Oh. Admit it.
I'm not admitting anything.
On.
Nope, not doing it, Sace. You cheated.
How did I cheat?
You cheated.
How did I cheat?
Your egg yolk cup, you cheated.
How did I cheat?
Okay. So, if you notice,
Rio is dodging the question.
We needed to put a little bit of that gray mixture in there. So even though it looks like it's just a higher value, it's really kind of not just a higher value. So then for the last one, we're going to take another little scoop here of this, and we're going to put it right here. We're going to come over here with this. And a bunch of the Titan Buff Deep. And another little scrape of this gray.
Is she gonna get it first try? I don't think so. Nope. Needs more green.
It actually might need some zinc white. Or it might just be the exact color on the first try.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it from here.
Yep. Doesn't look like it on camera, but it is.
It'll dry darker. So now let's lower the intensity of this Venetian here. I'm going to take a little bit of the Titan Buff and mix it in this entire glob here.
And the Tuvicorn enters the building.
What's up, Tuvicorn?
Hi, Tuffy. How are you? How's your day going? Hi, Tuffy. Oh, sweet dog. Sweet dog. Who's excited for the live stream?
Yeah, you guys, don't forget to tune in. August 4th, noon Central. We're having a big celebration. A 1-year anniversary celebration. And a celebrating my birthday week. So it's going to be a riot.
Wait, did you just say birthday week?
Yes, Ace, I get a whole week.
Why?
Because I'm special. Because I'm the star of the show. Do we have to have this conversation every time, Ace? I am the star of the show, therefore I get my way on everything. That's the way it works in Hollywood. That's the way it works here too, Sace. Okay, now we're going to make the same thing, higher value. That pink. Now, here's the thing about this color palette. There's your color palette, darling. The problem you're going to run into is that this is not all the colors that are really in this. You're going to have some other colors if you're going to do a painting. So you're going to need some Naples yellow. This is Naples yellow deep. You're also probably going to need some emerald green. And you're also probably going to need some sap green. And I think you're probably going to want some of the brilliant green in there as well. Now, a couple of things here. I'm going to put this Titan Buff over here. I'm also going to squeeze out a little bit of this Naples Yellow Light. Now, for all practical purposes, in the tube it looks white, but up against each other here, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but this one reads like light. This one's a little more muted, like it's in the shadows. Okay, it doesn't have the yellow in it. That's why. So we're using Naples Yellow instead of Cad Yellow because Naples Yellow is already a lower intensity yellow. If you use Cad Yellow in this, it's going to not look right at all. So you're going to need some highlighty colors in there. So the first thing we're going to do...
Can you point and show it to me on the...
Well, you've got... See the cactus? See the yellow in the cactus here? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is grab some of that Naples Yellow and go right into our Venetian Rose mixture. When you do a painting, typically, you should spend more time mixing colors than you actually do on the painting itself. Now, that's what my mentor says to me. It still doesn't work for me like that because I still have issues getting the paint on the canvas where it's supposed to go. But I'm still kind of trying to work those kinks out. Now, you see that color right there is a little warmer, and because it's got more yellow in it. It's just a little more apricot-y.
I would also recommend studying the cacti before you go off and paint one.
You would now, would you?
Yes.
So...
If you can't think like a cactus, you shouldn't be painting a cactus.
Words of wisdom from the almighty Sace. Okay, now Titan Buff, Naples Yellow. Okay, now let's grab some of that emerald green over here.
Oh boy.
And then let's grab some of this sap green here, or this olive green deep here. And a little bit of this mixture right here. Let's just see what this...
turns it into a birch green.
Let's just see what we get here. And then what I do is I go around the image and I see if any of that matches. And that needs a little bit of that Prussian blue in it. And it needs a little bit of the Naples Yellow in it. I'm going to put a little bit of this in it, the Venetian mixture. And a little bit of that gray. I'm going to gray it up just a touch more. Add the gray. That was sap green. Some of the gray. Getting closer. Let me get some more of this Prussian blue out here. There we go. And I think we need a little bit more of the Payne's gray out here as well. Just a touch more.
Just a touch more.
Now I'm also going to grab some of this Naples Yellow.
Oh, that's my favorite color.
Light.
Okay, no it's not. It's like, I think it's ugly. I like a matte gray better.
See how that's becoming more and more what we're looking for here? Let's get that dark. So you've got some shadow colors in here that are just not represented on this palette yet. So let's get those mixed, because you got to set your distances and get your shadows in there in order to make the painting work.
Because Jessica here decided that these colors weren't necessary.
Well, she didn't have enough room to pull all those colors safe. Again, just working from the Payne's Gray, the purple, and the Prussian blue to get these shadow colors the way we want them here. Now this shows it a little more intense. So there you've got some shadow colors that you can drop down in there with that concoction. And then let's grab some of this Naples yellow light, go back into the yellow mixture over here that we've got going.
This is turning into a very elaborate process.
Well, she needs all these colors. Just trying to let them see.
I wasn't expecting this much.
You weren't expecting this
No.
much? Gonna grab some of the, what color is that? That's brilliant green. I'm gonna grab some of that gray.
Turn it into another birch green.
Birch green. You just make things up, don't you?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Sace.
I want
I
these
just make
videos
stuff
to be
up.
informative and
Confusing.
Oh, I get it. And then they're gonna comment. They're gonna comment and ask you like how you get to the color that I made up, or where they can buy that color that you made up, and that's gonna make you nuts if you know.
There you go. See, that green is important. So there's your permanent green with a little bit of the gray in it and a little bit of the Venetian mixture with the Naples yellow in it. And then you can always go higher value. You can always go a little more light. Let it read like light. Alright, darling, that's it for helping you mix these colors and getting this palette started for you. When we come back on the next segment, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these. Ciao!